Romania.
Really?
We are in the middle of Romania and also in the middle of nowhere. The landscape is breathtaking and I don't want to leave this place ever.
And every now and then, every full moon here, we can see werewolves.
Really? That's amazing. You are all welcome to join us.
Mostly after a glass of whiskey.
Hello my dears, I'm in my room at my mother's house. It is a beautiful summer day. I so much enjoy being here. I'm here since over a week now, and this is the part that I like the most of being here in Romania, staying at my mother's house, spending time with her, and as much as I can in the middle of the nature, just to give you a better impression of where I am. I am more or less in the center of the country, in the center of Romania, 38 kilometers from Dracula Castle. Yes, 38 kilometers. In time you would need to drive about 1 hour. The nature is splendid. It's very authentic, very raw. Let's say not much touched by the human hand, and this is what I like so much, because you can see the real beauty of the nature. There are many rivers around, rolling hills, mountains in the background, fresh air, wild animals, so you'll also have to be careful. 2 days ago I got a notification from Raw Alert that there is a bear in the nearby village. Yes, there are wild animals because people were cutting a lot of the trees, their natural habitat, and now they find it hard to get food, so they come closer and closer to the villages around. I had the pleasure to meet my niece and my nephew's former teacher, Mrs. Lorica Ivana. I mentioned her in a previous episode. I met her also in January this year, and yeah, she lives in this city. It is a middle-sized city. I guess there are over 30,000 people living here. I will get better informed for you later. She lives here in the summertime. In the colder months, she lives in Bucharest, and simply by pure chance, let's say I joined her family reunion. She met her cousins that live in other cities of the country or abroad, overseas as well. They had a family reunion because they launched a book here at an art gallery, and they were so nice and kind to invite me in the middle of their family. We had country walks, we had a picnic and a barbecue yesterday. It was so nice and relaxing. Today we are planning to go to a farm. I've been there some years ago. I don't remember much. I will take you with me. My mom knows the family that runs the farm. It is a small farm, family run. My mother was a private teacher of the family's daughters, and they always deliver meat for my mother. I'm a vegetarian since 21 years, but my mother loves meat, and she always gets lamb for Easter and pork for Christmas time. Otherwise, she buys eggs and cheese from them. As I said, they like to deliver here at the house, but this time we said that we will drive there to also show you how it looks. A nice, small, authentic farm, Romanian farm here. My mother is waiting for me, so I'll have to rush. As I said, I will take you with me. So let's go. We arrived now at this little farm, and I'm going to show you a little bit around what they have. And I'm so excited because I've been here like 8 years ago, and everything looks like back then. It smells so fresh and so nice. So let's go to show you around. They are smoking the cheese. Look how it is. How traditional. Și astea, deci dați foc aici.
Da.
So they're lighting up the wood here, and then there is this barrel, this metal barrel, and then they position the cheese on this wooden board. Și acolo în spate ce aveți?
Niște găini, dacă vreți.
Găini, da!
Aici facem compotul. Da, aici avem.
They are doing a compot.
Nu moare, țăranul nu moare de foame.
Așa e, da. They said they never starve here. Lots of wood, chickens, turkeys. Oh, ce fug! They think we bring them food. Hello, chickens! Chicky! Wow! They run free. Câte aveți? Doar atât?
12.
They have 12 chickens. 12. You also see there, they have so much.
Are cățeaua care le păzește de vulpe.
Ah, the dog is protecting them from foxes. There are foxes here.
Tot înainte.
Tot înainte. Și aici ce e, porumb?
Da.
Here they are storing corn and wheat. I can hear them. Doamne, cum stau! Se relaxează! They are relaxing! Nu contează, e normal! E normal! Hello! Hello! E băiat sau fete? Two girls! Two girls! And there is another one here. Oh, that's a big girl. Wow. Cam câte kilograme are așa? Over 300 kilos. Oh. Hello, au nume? Fetițo, ce grasă ești! Și astea sunt fetițele ei, ea e mama.
Nu, ăștia de aici.
And here are the children of the big one there. She has 2 children and they are shy, but they will be coming now to eat. We'll be giving them something to eat, and they will come to say hello to you. So I will hand them the leaves. Sau dumneavoastră mai bine, da, eu nu... Now they will come! Ce? Nu-și fie frică! Ce?
Sunt mai sperios.
Timizi! Ce? Îi lăsăm.
Vezi, țelină, fasole.
Here they have all kind of vegetables.
Roșiile pe aici, pe margine, pe mare.
Tomatoes, cucumbers, beans, potatoes, cabbage, different herbs. It smells so nice, like life. It smells like life. That's basil and celery is there. It smells so strong. Și sunt dovlecei aici?
Și dovlecei vă arăt. Nu, aia e ceapă.
Onions.
Mai în jos cred că sunt.
You can see the onions here.
Asta e ceapă.
All over you see the onions. Red one, white one. Văd și roșie, ceapă roșie.
Uite castravețe.
And you can see the cucumbers here.
Am spus, țara nu numără de fapt.
E așa e. Și totul sănătos, natural. And look, the beans. And the cabbage is there.
Asta e mult.
Ah, so there are two types of cabbage for now and for the autumn.
Asta e valbe, aproape sunt valbe.
Și floricelele astea gălbenele?
Galbenele.
Ah, and this is calendula for tea. You cannot really see the intense color. It's a deep orange. And all over here are potatoes. The bun. Potato. Ah, da, deci se rup, adică el mai creștea sau cum? Da.
Până se usucă de tot.
Ah, și atunci
în
sunt bun.
vegetație se mărește tuberculul.
Ah, n-am știut. Nu știu. Here they are storing hay. For the animals to eat. Only beans here. Ah, they already harvested most of it. And here you can see the pumpkins. Dovleci, da? Ah, that's a mini pumpkin. It's very typical for
Hai că vă
Romania.
mai arăt, că mai avem.
Oh, they need a bit longer to get ripe. These ones here, she says, those are the big ones, the typical pumpkins that you find everywhere, and they need time. The tomatoes will also need some time. Lots and lots of strawberries
Da, ei fac.
and raspberries. Dar așa cam cât aveți? Că pare mică cultura de zmeură, să zic. 1 kilogram din toată asta sau?
Oh, poate 5 kg.
Wow! From this corner you get 4 to 5 kilos.
Ce s-a făcut.
Raspberries kilos.
Pentru noi facem, că nu...
Un gemuleț, ceva, da.
Da, o dulceață, un gem, crude, cum s-ar zice.
That's a pear tree. Apple tree.
Ăsta-i măr.
More apples here. Frumos. Up here they're storing the hay. You can have a closer look. I just came up here on a metal ladder. It's very stable. And it looks like a big space, which is quite empty now. Hello, Jack. Hello, you look so nice. Oh. Yes. Do you talk? Do you talk? Hello, Jack. We left now the little farm and we are going to drive a couple of kilometers from there to an old lady. As far as I know, it's so hard to remember so much information, but it's an old lady. How old is the lady? Câți ani are bătrâna?
77.
77-year-old Oma, grandma. She has many chickens, and my mom gave her 2 of her chickens, one about 6-7 years ago, and she still has it. She's not going to cut the chicken. And the second one she gave her a couple of months ago because she was so aggressive and full of personality, and my mom couldn't handle her. And we are going now to say hello, bring them a little gift, and have a look at the chickens. So let's go.
Mamă, gata! Haide să mergem să vedem găina.
Să vedem găina.
Sigur. Hai că faci toate și bă, că... Uite, ăla e un zăpăcit.
Că și ale mele latră, dar nu mușcă.
Nu. Haide, uite, ce s-a făcut să-l pozați.
Exact.
Păică.
Unde-i găina aia, că era atât de temperamentală și... Eu nu mai știu cum arăta. Parcă era mai neagră, nu? Mai închisă.
Da, mai micuță. Stai acolo.
Puicuță.
Să trag eu, să nu vie ăștia.
So here are all the chickens. They have their houses here. Corn. Fetița!
Și vă place de el. Da. Singura asta.
Rățușcă.
Și curățoiul. Asta e tiner. Aia e măsa lor.
Aia, da?
Aia de acolo.
That's the mother duck and the two children.
Hello. Pe unde am făcut focul ăsta, pe lângă noi.
Ah, da. Mergem acolo, dacă nu...
Trebuie să apară. E blândă, nu e...
Da, că la noi... Food, water.
E la iarbă.
Da.
Uite-o aia de acolo.
Ah, da. Finally, we found the chicken. Da? Ah, băiatul! Cum te cheamă, băiatule? Ah, nu fugi. Nu fugi. Ia. So, that's our former chicken. She's doing very, very well. She's running free. She's a princess. Da.
Uite.
A princess.
Să-l dau acasă, că nu mai stă. Nu mai stă, doamne.
We just left now from the old couple. The lady is 79 years old and her husband is 80. Very, very kind, very generous. They gave us a box of eggs from the chickens and a big piece of cake baked by their niece. Their niece was a school colleague of my niece, Melina. She's living in Norway now. So are we going to the right? Mergem la dreapta? Facem dreapta?
Da, nu. Acolo. Sau pe aici. Pe aici.
I showed you our former chicken, but I haven't seen the other one that my mom gave some years ago. I'm going to ask her now what happened to it because I didn't want to ask the family. Ce s-a întâmplat cu găina pe care ai dat-o acum 8 ani sau 7 ani?
5 ani.
5 ani.
A murit, a fost bolnavă sau murit.
So my mom gave her away 5 years ago and she recently died out of illness. So they didn't cut her, they didn't eat her. She simply died out of chicken illness. We are driving now home. My nephew Nicholas arrived today. We went shopping earlier, food shopping. I'm going to take a nap because I'm on holidays and then I will be cooking. We've been making some pies in the previous days, so we still have some pies. And today I think I will do some steak for him and some French fries or pasta with tuna and tomato sauce. Let's see, but yeah, it feels good to spend time with my family. Good morning. I'm on the balcony of my mother's house. It is the only balcony that the house has. It's pretty big, it's wide and long. We don't often come here, but my nephew is still sleeping and I don't want to wake him up. I hope that you enjoyed the glimpses from the farm. We fully enjoyed the visit. It's always such a humbling experience to go to the countryside, either here in Romania or in Austria. The people there were so nice. Their heart was open, their door was open. They were very enthusiastic. I didn't tell them before that I'm planning to film, to show you some images. I asked them there spontaneously and they fully accepted. They were happy to show their work, their little farm. Life is not easy in the country. That's their life, taking care of the animals, taking care of the plants. They also have cows, but the cows are staying until September on the fields. We got 5 liters of milk and cheese, and they offered us as a gift a bag of over 1 kilo of blueberries. I wanted to pay them, but they said no chance. They wanted to show us their blueberries farm, but I think I'm going to visit it on my own because it would have been too difficult for my mother. It's not easy to access it. They were so happy to have us there. I hope that you could make an impression. It's not easy because through the images you cannot feel the fresh air, how it is infused with medicinal herbs and flowers. It was very nice and relaxing. The house of the elderly couple was much closer than I thought. It's located in the same village with the farm. They were also so nice to us. My mother knows them since longer. It was my first visit there, or maybe my second, I don't know. But everything was new to me. They were happy that I was filming, simply to show their house and garden and animals. They offered us a box of eggs. I wanted to pay them and they said no chance. And they also gave us a big piece of cheesecake made by their granddaughter. It was delicious. I have the feeling that the people here in the country hold a high respect for professors, for doctors. They were constantly saying, "Oh, the professor's daughter, we are so happy and proud that you are here. Please come back to us, please visit us. We are old and we are so happy to have nice visitors like yourself here." Yeah, it feels good. I am planning today to take you with me to another green, beautiful place here in Câmpulung County, in Argeș County. Actually, it's Argeș County. So Câmpulung Muscel is the city and Argeș is the county. It's gorgeous. I always say that it looks like in Toscana. I always get appetite to drink a little bit of wine, like in Toscana, with nice cheese. The bread is delicious here. I don't know where exactly I'm going to go. I've been invited to visit some monasteries and some beautiful areas. I'm going to show you as much as I can. I hope that you will be able to relax together with me. It's good to be here. It's good to discover as many interesting places. Exactly what I appreciate and like and cherish. So I will have to go now, not to be late, because I will be picked up from here. I kiss you and let's discover Argeș County, Câmpulung, Romania together. Built by royal order in the legendary land of Muscel, full of churches and monasteries, The Aninosa Monastery is a place full of history with a special destiny. The monastery, an historical and architectural monument, presents itself as an architectural ensemble of Brâncoveanu tradition, having a rectangular enclosure equipped with a bell tower, cells, and chapel. The monastery is animated by a community of nuns, its church being dedicated to Saint Hierarch Nicholas. The name of the monastery and the locality derives from the older forests, Anin, which used to stretch over the surrounding hills. The monastery dates from the 17th century from 1677 and is the foundation of a boyar from the area, Tudoran Vladescu. Landed nobles, the Vladești also gave the name of a nearby village, Vladești. Located 35 kilometers from Câmpulung Muscel, Colby de Piatră Monastery, or the Stone Ravens Monastery, is a gem of Argeș County. It is the oldest cave monastery in Romania, dug into a massive rock wall dated to the 14th century. It houses the oldest group of paintings, 700 years old, and is the only place of worship in Romania that has two functional altars on the same nave. The church dates from the 14th century, from the beginning of the state organization of Romania country. Typologically, the cave church derives from its churches with two altars, each dedicated to a different patron, a style typical of the Byzantine world. It is architecturally related to the Cappadocian cave churches, but a double altar in one nave is a unique feature in Romania. In 1512, the first hermitage of nuns in Wallachia was established around the church, and in 1515 it became a monastery for monks, the nuns being moved to the Cornetu Vâlcea Monastery. In the 18th century, the monastery became a church of myrrh. Above the rocky wall is a stone cross from 1699, and near the cave church, another from 1790. The church was painted between the end of the 13th century and the middle of the 14th century. Fragments of this painting are still preserved in the apse and on the upper wall of the nave vault.